now, I want everybody to give a big round of applause for man, the mystery, Mikey the Greaser.
Hey, thanks for having me here tonight, 622 North. So, everyone out there, I'd like to let you guys know about my friends. My friends who have kids. My friends who have kids are always worried about their kids' diets. Everything's got to be gluten-free and vegan food. No saturated fats, no trans fats, none of that stuff. They always take in a fancy frou-frou bakeries. I had a fancy little bakery when I was growing up. A little place called McDonald's. You ever heard of it? McDonald's is a chain restaurant. A little something we have here in America. Chain restaurant means you can find McDonald's in every town and city, at every truck stop, and every exit. And McDonald's is owned and operated by a fun clown named Ronald Donald. And it is delicious. At McDonald's, they serve hamburgers and french fries and pop. I'm quite partial to chicken nuggets. You ever heard of these things? Chicken nuggets, little french fries, these little chicken pieces they fry up. You just eat them right up. They come with a side of french fries and a Hot Wheels car. And I love those. So, I had another little bakery I used to go to when I was growing up. Find them in Kmart. A place called Little Caesars. Little Caesars by the Hanes socks and the Lee blue jeans for boys. Husky variety. And they serve fine Italian cuisine and blue slushies. And it is delicious as well. Doctor told me recently I've developed celiac disease. Count all the synthetic food I've been eating. I said, synthetic food? More like sympathetic. Sympathetic to my hunger. So I lost my job recently. So I saw a guy I work with out on a date with a man. I said, you gotta be kidding me. This stuff practically writes itself. So I start making fun of him. And I mean really razzing him. I start making fun of him to his face, making fun of him behind his back, made a blog about him, like to call that cyber hassling. Well, it turns out all this unwanted attention is a little something called a hate crime. I said, a hate crime? If it's a crime for me to hate someone just for being different than me, I'm guilty as charged. A hate crime, that's a law passed in the book by Obama. President Barack Obama. You ever heard of this guy? He is the president of the United States of... And I'll tell you another thing I really hate. Hate men that say cheers instead of saying goodbye and thank you. A, we are not drinking. B, we are not in Europe. C, knock it off, it's annoying. I got a neighbor, he's got a little Japanese car. It's blue, and it's got bucket seats and stick shifts. I haven't had a car that small inside a toy. It came in a matchbox. So I say to him, hey, what's your car run on? A thimble of unleaded. He said, your mama likes my car. Joke's on him, my mama's dead. Stroke victim, happened suddenly. Really sad. Got engaged recently. Told my fiance, hey, I'm not looking to get tied down. That is, that's what you're into. Boy, now we're having, woo-hoo! Now we're having fun. Told her I'm not looking to get tied down. Don't want to settle down, just hang up my hat. I still want to have a good time. Want to have my friends over. Told her I'll make a den. Invite all my friends, hang out in the den. All I gotta do is make a den. She said, you better make some friends first. So that hurt. Wife bought me a fancy smartphone. And this phone she bought me is a Samsung. It is made by Verizon and Android. And it's powered by Google mobile apps. And she bought me a wireless plan and a Bluetooth. Comes with a data plan and all my emails come into it. Told my wife smartphones. I think I prefer the day I was smarter than my phone. She said, what phone were you smarter than? The Telegraph? So, we're trying to start something here and just building on a foundation of hurt feelings. Told my wife, hey, marry I want to be faithful to you my whole life. But my whole life's a long time. I might be unfaithful at some point. I don't know how long I'm supposed to know what happens my whole life. She told me I've already been unfaithful to you. I cheated on you a month ago. And she doesn't feel very bad about it. That hurt too. We are the 99%. You heard this thing? New slogan for America just came out last week. For those of you who don't know what it is, a bunch of hippies decided they don't like banks or money. They don't like the FDIC or Detroit or Motown. So I go down to one of these meet and greets down in Greensboro, North Carolina, hang out in a hot, sunny field with a bunch of vegans and vegetarians and hippies and communists and anarchists and socialists. Fun bunch of people hanging out in the blistering sun all day. We are the 99%, they kept saying. Didn't know 99% of the population were hippies. Could have swore at least more than 1% of my friends showered twice a year. Anyway, so I'm hanging out in this field there, and I met this hippie named Dylan. And I found a megaphone at a gyro stand, Gyro Gyros. I thought it'd be funny, get a representative from my bank on the phone, hold him up to the megaphone, let everyone call everyone a bunch of hippies all day. So I find a shadeless spot in the field around 12:30, sitting there in the tall, itchy grass and mosquitoes, low murmur of Jerry Garcia music and hippie complaints. And I sit there, didn't have the bank's number, called my wife, got the bank's number, called the bank, needed my social security number, bank's routing number, bank account number, called my wife, got those, called the bank, went through a bunch of menu options, took about 10 minutes to get a point where an operator would have been. She told me bank's closed, it's Sunday, so I didn't get to do my joke. So I told that hippie Dylan about it. He thought it was kind of funny. He chuckled. And he'd spent the afternoon talking about a Facebook page he made about a band he's sort of involved in. Hasn't informed them in 2 years. Doesn't keep in touch with the members. Then he asked me for a ride to 7-Eleven. I told him I'd give him one. Waited around in the hot sun for 35 minutes for his girlfriend to show up. So 99%ers, just average Joes trying to get by in a hard, sad world. Anyway, I've been standing up here talking, time's about up. Forgot to do any of my jokes. So this is one from my original set that I wrote, and I'll let you guys know about it. Why'd Eleanor Roosevelt always want to be FDR? Why'd Eleanor Roosevelt want to be FDR's first lady? Because she was tired of always being his fifth cousin. Ha! Can't take all the credit for that one. Read it online on a meme. Anyway, thanks for everything. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Everybody please give it up for Mikey the Greaser. Special to have as many personalities as Kris Monger. I know how hard it is to write for Anthony Quinn. I don't know how hard it is to write for fucking however many schizophrenic personalities Kris has. That's pretty funny.